Saga, can you come to the kitchen? Saga, please come to the kitchen.
It's the comfy chair.
I don't want to have to keep yelling.
I want to learn. I want to be a singer-songwriter.
Saga, seriously? I'm not joking around. There you are. I wasn't sure you heard me. Can you please do me a favour?
What is it?
You know I love your beautiful drawings, but I don't like it when you leave them all over the place. Can you please pick them up, put them in your room? And after that, I need you to start your homework.
Why is it called homework? I'm always home.
What do you mean?
Why is it homework when I never go anywhere? I think it should be called just work.
Good question. And you're right. I need you to clean up and then do your work. All right?
I don't want to clean up yet, but I don't want Papa to get angry. But I don't want to clean up now. I'm busy. I don't want to clean up yet, but I don't want Papa to get angry. Yes, Papa.
Thank you for not fighting me, Saga. I'm exhausted, and it helps a lot when you do your chores without argument. As soon as you've finished, I'll help you with your with your work.
Okay. That door is a special door. It goes into the wall. That door is a special... I'm singing and playing a guitar. Mama's really pretty. I don't remember her much. Mama's really pretty. I don't remember her much. That's an umbrella. Papa says it's for rain. Fancy. That door goes out to the ether. That's an umbrella. Papa says it's for rain. Fancy ladies use this. Mama's really pretty. I don't remember her much. I need a key to open it. I wonder where I put that key. Ground control to Major Tom. That's where the Fae live. I've decorated the house for them. Hugsy! He's my friend. Sometimes at night, he talks to me in a funny voice. Oh, that's where I left the key. pretty girl is talking to a white dragon. This is the beginning of the story.
Are you doing it?
Yes, I'm cleaning up.
Good.
It's the end of the story. The girl leaves the tower between worlds. She doesn't know where to go, but Crow's with her. She'll be fine. No, I didn't leave any drawings in the upstairs. I think maybe Mama was a witch and she used this to fly. If you could walk in my boots just one day, Saga. Papa's big boots. Don't go outside, Saga. Eat your dinner, brush your teeth. Blah, 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 blah. Papa wears that sometimes when he goes out. Papa wears that sometimes when he goes out. I've read all of them at least twice already. I want to read a new book. I want to read a new book. I've read all of them at least twice already. The man with the wheels shows the girl how to get back to a big city. He hides his shadow inside him. I don't like it down there. It's cold and dark and it smells funny. Papa's wireless. We can listen to all kinds of music from the ether. That's high up. I don't think I put that there. It must have flown up by itself.
What is it?
Can you help me with something?
Not right now, Saga. I'm busy. In a minute, all right?
That's high up. I don't think I put that there. It must have flown up by itself. Me and Papa get along most of the time, except when he's tired or upset.
What is it?
Can you help me with something?
Not right now, Saga. I'm busy. In a minute, all right?
It's so pretty. It doesn't hurt me, but Papa gets upset when I do this.
What do you want for dinner tonight?
Dunno.
All right, then I'll just make something I want to eat.
No, fish and chips.
We're not having fish and chips, darling. I'll make a stew.
Not again.
I heard that.
I said okay. I don't like that picture. It keeps changing. I think it's alive. Spring Girl travels from her big city to another city in another world, where she learns about magic. I like my shoes. They're pretty. I like my shoes. I wish I could go outside. But Papa says I might get lost and never find my way back. In this one, the girl is looking for the 4 stone pieces. I'm the queen and this is my queendom. That's high up. I don't think I put that there. It must have flown up by itself.
Hey, darling. What is it?
It's a drawing I can't reach.
All right. Lead the way. I'll give you a hand. How in the balance did that get up there?
I don't know. Can you help me get it down?
Of course. Come here, I'll give you a lift. Go on, stretch as far as you can. A little further. Got it?
Got it.
You keep growing, you'll soon be able to reach that high on your own.
Was Mama tall?
Mama is tall. Taller than me. She could have... Let me see that drawing. This is nice work, Saga. You're better than I ever was at your age. Who is this?
That's Crow.
Who's Crow?
A talking bird. When's Mama coming home?
Saga.
Well, you said is, not was. Mama is tall. So when's Mama coming home?
I honestly don't know if she ever will, sweetheart.
But she is out there somewhere?
I think so.
Okay, if she's out there, I'll find her and bring her home. I promise. Thanks for the lift.
You're... welcome.
Oh, I can't reach it from here. I can't reach it from here.
Remember, we're having a visitor over tomorrow.
Who?
I told you already, Uncle Gareth.
Oh yeah. Well, he's not my real uncle. Can't we go visit someone instead?
You already know the answer to that question, Saga.
It's not fair.
I know it's not. and I'm sorry, but I need you to behave and be polite to Galath. All right?
All right. The girl makes a new friend, a talking bird. The bird's name is Crow. The girl who wants to be an artist and is named after spring lives all by herself in a big city. That's where the Fae live. I've decorated the house for them. La 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 la, I'm a fancy lady. I'm a fancy lady. The girl meets her real mama. She's made of light and is all white. Someday the girl will become her mama. want to read a new book. Sea wall. Sea wall. Mama's really pretty. I don't remember her much. It's locked. It's always locked. I don't like it down there. It's cold and dark and it smells funny.
Are you done already?
I'm just taking a break.
You can take a break after. Go on, pick up your drawings.
that's all the drawings. I'll tell Papa I'm finished. The girl who is spring fights an evil witch. The witch is the servant of something much, much older. She calls it the Yaga. Done.
Already? Good job, darling. I'll help you with your homework in...
My work.
Your work, right. Your schoolwork. I just have to finish up here. Why don't you take the drawings to your room and put them in the right order? I'll be there soon.
Okay. A pretty girl is talking to a white dragon. This is the beginning of the story. It's the end of the story. The girl leaves the tower between worlds. She doesn't know where to go. The girl meets her real mama. She's made of light and it's all white. Someday the girl who is spring fights an evil. The girl who wants to be an artist and is named after spring lives all by herself in a big city. The man with the wheels shows the girl how to get back to a big city. He hides his shadow inside him. I already put a drawing there. I don't think that's right. The girl who wants to be an artist and is named... Spring girl travels from her big city to another city in I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right.
I fail to see the point in watching that house night after night. It's a house. It's not gonna up and leave.
There's something odd about it. I'm sure there's... Look.
Yes, Kian, people are leaving. Which also happened last night, and the night before. It means nothing. This is a dead end.
Or it is connected to the tower, and if we keep watching, we'll learn more about the tubes and... You're probably right. Maybe it's wishful thinking. Another dead end.
I saw you speaking with Naani this morning. What did you discuss?
She was telling me about some herbs she needs. I promised her we'd keep our eyes open.
She's been acting strange since you arrived. Not like herself at all. Is there something going on between the two of you?
I can assure you there's not. I have no interest in Naani. Or in any woman. Not in that way.
How do you deal with it?
Deal with what?
With who you are, what you are, how you feel about, you know.
You doll Azadi. Doll Antiqua. You see how men and women are divided in our society, and you condemn us for something you do not understand.
What I meant to say was...
I know. There are some rules that cannot be broken. A soldier can't bed a priestess. If they're caught, it's exile for the woman and death for the man. A sister can bed another priestess. She can also take a civilian lover, as long as she's discreet. A pregnant sister loses her robes. And a soldier can lie with another soldier. For some, it's just a passing phase. For others, convenience. Soldiers become officers, or they leave the service, begin a civilian career, marry, have children. For the rest of us, our society doesn't condemn us. In the eyes of the goddess, it makes us no less worthy. It's simply how we were born. You only see us Azadi as bigoted and reactionary. And in our treatment of magicals, perhaps we are. We are. We have our reasons for fearing magicals. Not good ones, but still. We have no reason to fear men who love men, or women who love women. And so we do not condemn or persecute them. I don't have to deal with anything, Liko. I am who I am, and no one has ever thought less of me because of it.
We're alike, you and I.
In what way?
In many ways. We understand the need to do things others would balk at. Pain and blood. What we do isn't pretty, but it must be done to keep others safe. And we are the only ones willing to do it.
Once I started down that path again, it felt natural.
As it should.
Should it? I'm not sure
Shh! Someone's here.
What are you guys up to?
Bip! What in Shadow's name are you doing here?
Nothing. Oh, right. I have a message. It's from Ulvik. He says, come to the bar immediately. There's been developments. I don't know what developments is, but Ulvik's face was frowny, so it's probably important.
It always is. Good job, Bip. Let's not keep Ulvik waiting.
I'll run ahead. The two of us together will attract more attention.
It's surprisingly quiet out. Usually these tables are busy until late at night. Granted, it is chilly and damp. Everyone's probably inside, carousing. They're building bonfires for Reap Moon's Eve next week. A pumpkin. An odd vegetable. native to the Northlands. We have nothing like it in Azadir. Apparently, the reaping's the right time for pumpkins, and they're an important part of the celebrations. Goddess knows why. They're hideous things. A pumpkin. An odd vegetable. Native. I've never experienced these festivities myself, but I hear you're supposed to throw an offering on the fire to appease some sort of pagan god, the Wicker Witch. Most traditions have ancient and practical origins. I have no doubt their Wicker Witch existed, but such darkness is no longer part of our enlightened modern world. Those paper dragons are illegal. They've been arresting anyone caught running them, but new ones pop up every day. Supporters of the magical resistance fly paper dragons to remind people of the balance and the dry kin. It's a powerful symbol. They're beautiful, and the runners are brave. Foolhardy, but brave. A crate full of angled pipe sections. Elbows, if I'm not mistaken. They must be surplus parts, unless they're still expanding, and I don't believe they are. A crate full of angled pipe sections. Elbows, if I'm not mistaken. There's food left on the table. It'd be easier to walk around unnoticed if there were more people about, but I do get to operate in peace. Without that proud cock and the delightful little puss riding on it, the resistance would be in a dark place indeed. Oh, goddess, forgive me, I keep doing that. The rooster and kitten's been a safe harbor for us. I hope we can properly repay Ulvik after this is all over. The rooster and kitten. An appropriate and tasteful change of moniker.
You see that gentleman sitting over there? Don't look, you simpletons. Balance. You lot don't know much about subterfuge, do you? That man's an Azadi mechanic. He drinks here most nights, but I didn't know that part until I overheard him speaking to his friend earlier about the pipes. Seems that with the pipe network up and running, there's a lot of tinkering to be done. Our man over there carries a tool to open maintenance hatches.
If we can get inside a hatch...
We can maybe figure out what they're using the pipes for. That's brilliant, Ulvik.
So we slit his throat and dump him in the bay.
Not in my bar, you won't.
If they find out we've taken his tools, the information could turn out to be useless. No. We need to...
Borrow his tools, open one of those pipes to have a look-see, and put the tools back before he notices. And that was probably what you were going to say when I interrupted you. Sorry. I'm actually surprised you're not agreeing with Liko, seeing how much you enjoy killing people.
If you can do it without him noticing, I won't stop you. But if the Azadi ever suspect that I'm collaborating with the Resistance...
That will not happen, Ulvik. What do you suggest, Kian?
Ulvik brought this to our attention. It's only fair that I include him in the decision. The others look to me for leadership now. It's important that I take charge and make the decisions. Ulvik brought this to our attention. It's only fair that I include him in the decision.
What do you think, Ulvik?
Me? Well, I think you three are resourceful in different ways. Instead of bickering about what to do, which is what usually happens, why not split up? There's every chance that one of you will come up with something that doesn't involve murder, the total destruction of my pub, or blowing my cover.
I agree.
We can't take too long. That man won't stay here forever.
He's on his second drink. He usually doesn't leave until he's had at least 3. And I can offer a few on the house to make him stay longer.
It's decided then. We'll meet again here later this evening.
Winner buys around for everyone. No? No? It's not very motivating? Okay.
Traditional reap moon snacks. Roasted apples, salted yams, sweet roots, pungent fermented snapjaw eggs. The snacks are free, as long as you're buying drinks. Ulvik comes down hard on those who don't. Are there any yams left? Oh, good. Those yams are the best. I won't say no to a tasty bit of yam. Mmm. Oh. Mmm. Oh. Mmm. Delicious. Oh.
Those tubes will make our lives better.
Really? How's that?
You wouldn't believe the amount of work that's required to keep the network running smoothly.
What does that
Oh, the engineering's good, but the assemblies... Don't put military men on a civilian job, is all I'm saying. This requires fine skill, not brute force. See, if the connection between the parts off by even a hair, rattling a rapid
Is carved in the style of the Southern Islands.
let's
when he
just
took
say
over
the
place.
tower would be severely displeased.
They
The
represent
official
the
opening's
spirits
in
of
a
the
week,
100 Isles.
and they want the
They're
ceremony to
gods
go
and
as
goddesses,
smoothly as possible.
imps and devils.
The emissary would not
They
take
find
kindly
them
to being
disturbing.
embarrassed in front of the first.
Their eyes,
So that
They
leaves
follow
me
me,
and the
might protect us
workbox.
from pagan beasts and sorcery. Ulvik told me once of the legend of the onyx cockerel, high king of all cocks. This proud fowl came to the aid of its owner when he was set upon by rabid man-eating owls. Unfortunately, the poor cockadoodle was torn to shreds. Owls. Light. Sharks of the skies. Their thirst for human blood is legendary. A workbox. That's probably where a mechanic would keep his tools. He's a mechanic, working on the pipe network. And he has a workbox with tools. We need to get a hold of his tools in order to access a maintenance hatch in the pipe network.
Da?
Lyle, what do you want? Oh, I thought you were one of them. You know, the magicals. Goddess knows why there's still magicals in the city. I thought they'd been deported. All of them. Never mind. Take a seat, man, and I'll buy you a drink. Where you from? You sound Azad.
My apologies, I need to be elsewhere.
Oh. Right. Next time.
I could knock him over the head with the butt of my blade, but I don't think Ulvik would approve.
Have you found anything yet?
I'm working on it.
Enno and Nico are still out looking. And you're not. You should get to it.
A pumpkin. An odd vegetable, native to the north. Stacks of hay to represent the harvest festival, the reaping. Barrel bobbing. There's a tradition we also have in Azadir. Of course, we didn't use apples. We used nettles. They stung fiercely, and the children would cry. It was enjoyable. Using apples for bobbing is probably a better idea than using nettles. Using yams would be an even better idea. Barrel bobbing. There's a single bob won't hurt. I'm sure no one's watching. I believe they believe this a festival tradition. Stacks of hay to represent the harvest. Enu told me some believe the wreaths protect homes from Yaga, the Wicker Witch. You put a wreath on your door to show that you've made proper offerings. I'm not sure what's supposed to happen if you put up a wreath without making an offering. Nothing good, I'm sure. Yaga comes and admonishes the children, maybe? Or eats them. This is an historical landmark of some sort. Shepard mentioned the name Abnaxis, an ambassador of the Vanar, she said. I'm surprised we didn't tear it down, but I guess there's nothing outwardly pagan about this building. It's just a hollowed-out, petrified tree. It's quite striking. I can only imagine what this Abnaxis creature looked like when he lived here. Since the raid on Old Town, they've sectioned off more of the city at night. You can pass, but you need to answer questions. My veil won't work if I approach the guards and speak to them. They'll see me, and they'll have questions. These gates are kept closed after sundown. Pipe sections. Surplus or spare parts, I imagine. A crate full of straight pipe sections. They call those arms, I believe. Pipe sections. Surplus or spare parts, I imagine. Honor Hilaris has posted these bills everywhere. He's serious about his run for office. Under his leadership, the City Watch will fester and rot. I know BIP's been tearing down these bills, but National Front supporters keep replacing them. There appear to be a lot of them, skulking in the shadows. The towers behind Hilaris's run for office. If they have their way, he'll be their little puppet inside the Watch. Another way for Vermont to exert his dominion.
I do miss Old Town. Mercuria's just not the same without the magic ghetto.
Shh.
What?
Well, take a look around you. Is this the best place to lament the loss of magicals?
Well, we have lost something, haven't we? Is this town really better off without magicals? Be honest.
Honesty is the quickest way to the noose.
Why isn't there any music and dancing going on?
They take their harvest festival very seriously. A whole month of excess, culminating in the Feast of Reaping on Reap Moon's Eve.
Those tubes will make
In
our
Azadir, the harvest season is a deeply spiritual time. There are daily services and quiet contemplation before and after the day's harvest. Fasting is strongly encouraged.
life's...
I prefer the Mercurian Harvest Festival. Those yams are positively delightful. Before our arrival, the street lamps were lit with magic spells. They've been replaced with modern electricity. I don't know how this light is created, or what truly separates science from sorcery. Maybe it's all philosophical. It's all miracles to me. Before our arrival, the street lamps were lit with magic spells. They've been replaced with modern electricity. Goat eats leaves, goat falls asleep. Interesting. Wait, I remember someone talking about this a while back. The mole, was it? Goat eats leaves, goat falls asleep. Interesting. Wait, I remember someone talking about... They can't be wild goats, not in the middle of Mercuria. Wait, I remember someone talking... I'm not fond of goats. I shared a room with a goat once. It woke me up in the middle of the night, shrieking like a man possessed with demons. They can't be wild goats, not in the middle of Mercuria. But who owns them? The city? Maybe this is how they keep the grass in the green trimmed. What was that herb the mole spoke of? Evensong. This must be it. It's an opiate. Consume enough and you fall asleep. That's Evensong. It's a flavorful herb that helps with insomnia.
What exactly are you doing to that goat? Should I be jealous?
Jealous? Of whom? I don't understand what you're saying to me. Where have you been this past month?
Away. Far away. Travelling, so... This goat, what's going on here?
It's rebel business.
Clearly. How's that working out for you? Are you one of them now?
I'm atoning for my sins.
Right. But you are enjoying it.
I don't enjoy fighting my own people.
Well, you seem to be good at it. Word is the resistance is gaining support, that people have hope now that you're there.
I'm doing what I can to help.
I heard you went all out on our vile little Azadi officer. Torture and execution. You're colder than I thought, Kian. It might have been better to keep him alive, but I get it. I would have probably done the same in your place. And you got the information you needed. Your people fled Old Town in time, even if it meant the Azadi met no resistance. At least that explosives off of arms and heads. Nothing. I saw you. It's been a while. I wanted to say hello. Oh, I've missed this. The one-sided conversations, the sullenness and suspicion. I've come to enjoy it quite a bit. Anyway, goats?
We have a lead on the pipes.
Oh, that explains everything. I'll leave you to it then. I'm going to the Rooster later tonight. I need to speak with Ulvik. Maybe I'll see you there.
Maybe.
This is what I love about you, Kian. You're such a people person.
Evensong, a herb that makes the wakeful sleep. I picked this Evensong in the city green. It might help with our Azadi mechanic. Evensong, a herb that makes the wakeful sleep.
This is Evensong. It works on goats.
Well, then it should work on the Azadi too, eh?
Those tubes will make our lives better.
Really? How's that?
Well,
One more ale on the house, Star.
the betterment of humankind, aren't they?
What does that even mean?
What a lovely head.
Series of tubes.
This one smells different. Malty, sweet. It's almost like the sugar ale from Southern as a Day. Now, this is a brew, Vic. It tastes like home, this does. It brings tears to my eyes. It is simply
He's dead to the world, knocked out by Evensong. If I ever have trouble sleeping again, I'll know what to do. He's dead to the world.
Hey! Hey!
If I ever have trouble sleeping again, I'll know what...
Are you awake? You're not awake.
Don't take too long out there. If he wakes up without his tools, there'll be questions and I won't have any good answers.
It's a map of the pipe network, with maintenance hatches marked in red. That's one of the maintenance hatches from the mechanic's map. There's a powerful wind blowing from right to left, and it carries something with it. Too quick to see, too fast to grab. There's a powerful wind blowing from right to left. I'll lose my fingers if I try and grab it. It's solid, and it's swift. There's air flowing from right to left, like a tempest in a tube. Looks empty. There's a strong current of air flowing through it. The gale's blowing from right to left. I envy those who can shut their doors at night and find peace inside. But that's why we fight, so that they can shut their doors and forget.
There's official Azadi business going on here. You'll want to turn around and walk away.
That's going to attract rats. And owls. Bloodthirsty owls. Shadow. There's food left on the table. A metal ball? That's what's flying through these pipes? That orb shot out of the tube like a ball out of a giant cannon. A metal ball? That's what's flying through these pipes? Where did the orb come from? I should investigate where this pipe leads, hopefully to some answers. These orbs rattle through the pipes like bullets through barrels. It's light for a metal ball, and these markings and studs, they're highly intricate. It's a beautifully crafted device. These orbs rattle through the pipes like bullets through barrels. Those paper dragons are illegal. They've been arresting anyone caught running them, but new ones pop up every day. I need to find a way into that building tonight. The pipe carrying the metal orb leads into that building. I knew it was important. I was right, and there's no one around to tell. Shadow. A missed opportunity for a proper righteous gloat. I must find a way into that building. The wreaths are part of the Harvest Festival tradition.
Were you here when we had that horrible mess the other day?
I don't think so.
Or one of them, what are they called? Them ground crawlers.
Rats?
That's it, rats. One of them rats got into the pipes. Whoop! Got sucked right into the engine.
Whoa. That doesn't sound good.
Light, what a bloody mess. Literally. Guts, bones, hair, blood everywhere had to shut things down. And it was us who had to clean it. Engineers wouldn't touch it, said their hands are too valuable. I guess ours aren't.
It's a soldier's lot, isn't it? We do the grunt work. That's how it goes.
Well, I guess they think cleaning out rat guts is more important than us keeping watch and protecting them engineers in there.
Guess so.
So we meet again, Azadi. Prepare your blade for battle.
Goddess, it's late, boy. You should be in bed.
So should you. What you doing now? Chasing rats?
I'm too busy to be talking to the boy, and he really shouldn't be out. The streets aren't safe for magicals. The boy appears genuinely interested. I've been told this is rare in children. Perhaps I shouldn't discourage him. Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Are you that hungry? Rats taste like sewage. Trust me, you're better off eating table scraps.
I'm not eating the rat. I need it for... It's work-related. It is.
Okay. Well, don't let me keep you from your rats.
Are you just going to sit there?
It's not every night I get a chance to watch you catch a rat.
Fair point. Ah, yams. A few weeks ago I'd never tasted yams. Now I can't get enough. I'm a budding yam aficionado. Diced and steamed yams. There are so many ways to prepare yams. They truly are the king of foods. Ah, yams. It's a leftover cheese and meats plate. I've dined here. The food's good. I would never have left any bits uneaten. There's some cheese left, but that's all. It's a leftover cheese and meats plate. I've dined here. The food's good. I would never have left any bits uneaten. These delicious things must hail from the western slopes of the first mountain. Who knew a thing that grows in the earth could taste so heavenly? I love yams. There it is, the truth laid bare for all to hear. These delicious things must hail from the western slopes of the first mountain. Who knew a thing that grows in the earth could taste so heavenly? I recognize this cheese. It's made from pungent Elgwyn milk, fermented in wooden vats in the salt caves by the sea. After the milk is fermented for a few months, they place tiny worms into it, and the worms digest the milk, excreting thick cheese from their tiny anuses. The shadow itself would hesitate to eat food that's passed through a worm's digestive tract. But it's really quite excellent cheese. How can you not want yams? You vermin are truly beyond all hope of redemption.
You're not very good at catching rats, are you?
They won't come close as long as I'm standing here.
Oh, so close! Well, not really.
They won't come close as long as I'm standing here.
This is more fun than throwing pebbles at Azadi guards.
They won't come close as long as I'm standing here.
You're not very good at catching rats, are you?
They won't come close as long as I'm standing here.
Oh, so close! Well, not really.
They won't come close as long as I'm standing here.
This is more fun than throwing pebbles at Azadi guards.
They won't come close as long as I'm standing here.
You're not very good at catching rats, are you?
They won't come close as long as I'm standing here.
was so close. Well, not really.
They won't come close as long as I'm standing here. That's going to attract
This is more fun
rats.
than throwing pebbles at
and
Azadi guards.
Owls. Bloodthirsty owls. Shadow. They won't come close as long as I'm standing here. There's food
You're
left
not
on the
very good
table.
You're taking way too long. I'm getting bored. I thought being a rebel was supposed to be more exciting than this. I mean, rats? Really? I'm sure the Magicals would appreciate all your hard work running after rats. I know I do. When are you going to do any fighting? I haven't seen any fighting for weeks. When are you going to do any fighting? I haven't seen... I thought being a rebel was supposed to be more exciting than this. I mean, rats? Really?
Bib, do me a favor. Take this back to the bar and give it to Ulvik.
What is it?
Stop being nosy or you'll lose it. Your nose, I mean. Ulvik knows what it is.
I dunno. What's in it for me?
I won't smack you upside your head.
You wouldn't do that anyway. What else?
Someday you'll make a ruthless merchant. How about a coin? You'll get an iron coin when you're done.
And perhaps a big cup of really strong ale?
You're 10? Sure, why not?
You've got yourself a deal, Azadi.
They won't come close as long as I'm standing here. Looks empty. There's a strong current of air flowing through it.
What was that sound? It was a squishy sound, sort of like...
You've got to be kidding me. Not again. Shut a damn ground crawlers.
I guess it's on us to clean up the mess.
That bloody engineer in there's not going to do it. So yeah, it's on us.
Right. Well, let's get to it. No time like the present.
The numbers are flickering. It looks like sorcery, but I'm sure this is science. What could it be? There's mathematics involved, certainly, but I've never seen numbers changing so rapidly without someone doing calculations. Whatever that is, I'm sure it contains the answers to all of our questions about the pipes and the metal machinery. He's one of the people who work here. I've noticed others like him entering and exiting. They're odd-looking. He has the posture and dress of an academic, but he doesn't look like any scholar I've seen. He must be a scientist. I've heard of them, but I've never seen one up close in the wild. More of those odd metal orbs. They're doing something to them here, altering them. The orbs appear to be an important part of the machinery. More of those odd metal orbs. They're doing something to them. There's mathematics on that board. I've learned the fundamentals of addition, subtraction, and multiplication, but the numbers on that board are like Christerian runes to me. Completely meaningless and somewhat disturbing. There's mathematics on that board.
You're not supposed to be here. This place is for engineers only. Please leave or I'll be forced to call the guards. I have a very loud voice when I'm scared.
One sound, and you'll be standing on the slopes of the first mountain, yelling at clouds.
Goddess. No problem. I'll be quiet as a... You're from Azadir. I've seen your profile in embroideries. I never forget a nose. You're the Apostle. Apostle Elvane. You're famous.
Maybe once. Now I'm just Kian. Your turn.
My turn what?
Your name. Who are you?
Firdaus. I'm Firdaus, lead engineer.
I don't know what that means. What do you do?
Don't you know? I thought you would have known. You know, from back when you were... I'm in charge of the team that encodes the spheres that make the engine tick.
What engine?
The engine that... you know, the engine. There's only one engine. The one that encompasses the entire city. It's what all the pipes are connected to. Didn't they tell you anything when you were... you know, before you were a traitor?
Assume that I know nothing. What is this engine for?
The engine calculates. That's why they call it the calculating engine. Big numbers, complex equations. My team, we give the engine instructions about how and what to calculate. This is called coding.
I understood none of that.
You can't be here. You're a fugitive, and this is a restricted zone. That's like 2 things that mean you shouldn't be here, and I could probably think of more if you need me to.
I have a sword, and I'm bigger than you.
Those are 2 things that count in your favor, granted.
So what does this calculating engine do? What's its purpose?
I'm really not supposed to. Right. Bigger and sword. As I said, it calculates. I mean, it does more than that, but that's what it was built to do. Its core functionality. It adds, subtracts, multiplies numbers, big numbers, and it does things with those numbers. Like, have you ever watched the stars in the sky at night?
I'm not just a man with a sword.
Of course. And you've seen how those stars move across the sky. Using a calculating engine, we can actually track those stars and predict where they're going to be in a year from now, or a century, or where they were a century ago.
Why are you tracking stars?
Well, we're not. I mean, it's just an example. We're not actually tracking stars. I mean, sure, we could if we wanted to, but... we're tracking dreams.
Dreams?
Dreams are very complex, which is why we need a big engine with lots of ticking parts to make complex calculations and predictions.
Right, so the part about not just being a man with a sword, assume that's all I am and start over.
Yes, fine. Those pipes crisscrossing the city, they're sort of like speaking tubes, connecting 100 sage masters, each with his or her own field of specialty.
So, it's like a university?
Well, I guess. Yes. Yes, this is a good comparison. A whole city filled with clever brains. The spheres pass messages between the different masters, and between them and us. We write messages, and we interpret messages. We tell the individual brains what to think about, and then they do the thinking, and report back to us. This allows us to write ever more complex messages, until finally we have the code we need, the ultimate message. That one we send to the tower.
Why?
Because that's where the biggest brain of them all is located. This is the hub of the pipe network, the engine's core, its heart, the nucleus of the meta... Well, you understand. The fact is, this is the most advanced and scientific task anyone's ever taken on, and we're doing it. You should be proud.
Why are you doing it?
Well, I don't quite know. Because we can. Because no one else can. Because the Prophet told us to, and gave us the tools to do it.
So, you don't know what it's for?
I write the instructions. I'm the man in the middle. Someone tells me what they need, and I tell the engine how to compute the answer. This is my job.
Who knows what the engine is for?
The Six, probably. The Prophet, certainly. Emissary Saya, I would imagine. This is above my pay grade.
Above your...
I was hired to write instructions for the engine and compute the spheres, not to ask questions. And not to answer yours either, Mir. You really should go before someone comes. We'll both be in terrible trouble. They usually check on me all the time. I wonder why they haven't.
I still don't understand. Why build all of this here in Mercuria? Why not in...
Because of the tower and what's below it. Vast eddies of, meta-energies.
Meta... Do you mean magic?
Magic? Magic? Of course not magic. This engine is the opposite of magic. It's the culmination of everything Azadir has strived for these last 100 years. An end to chaos and uncertainty. An end to superstition and irrationality. An end to magic. When the engine's fully operative and the programming complete, we won't need sorcerers or witchcraft anymore. We'll be able to do anything we want with science. Reshape reality, rewrite the laws of the cosmos, remove death and disease, poverty and warfare. The world will be run by scientists for the betterment of humanity.
What do dreams have to do with it?
The engine feeds on the building blocks of reality. Ideas, stories, dreams. Magic is highly detrimental to the system. See, sorcery causes chaos, injects uncertainties and fallacies into our calculations.
So, is that why magicals
are being relocated? We can't have them around while the engine's calculating. But as soon as we're done...
You believe they're being relocated?
Oh, yes. Yes, of course. I mean, it's what they told us. Why would they lie? It's simple. The engine isn't compatible with magic, and we don't want anyone getting hurt. There's no room for sorcery in Mercuria. The magicals are better off in their new homelands.
They're being sent to prison camps.
Re-education camps. This is true, yes, but only temporarily. This is their first stop. Afterwards, they're given passage to their new homelands, where they can...
Do you really believe to do? Forget that they're magicals? No, Firdaus. That's not the truth. They're imprisoned, killed, They're not given a new home.
But they told us. They said they were... They promised they'd be safe and happy and... Oh, light protects them.
So this is why we're sending all the magicals away from Mercuria? Because of the engine?
Yes. Yes. That's why. I didn't know. I didn't know. There are children.
There are.
They lied to us.
Do you need to remove all magicals before starting up this calculating engine?
It's already running. I'm not... As long as the thaumaturgical interference is below the acceptable threshold for...
Pretend that I'm a very small and possibly very stupid child.
Oh. No. No, they don't need to get rid of all of the magicals. Just enough not to disrupt our calculations. We'll be done instructing the network in a couple of days. After that, they can pull the lever whenever they want. That's the last component of the engine. The tower. The one that will start feeding on and molding the dreams. Changing the world for the better. Yeah. I believe the official ceremony is a few days from now. The emissary will be there, together with the First and the Prophet, and please don't kill me.
I'm not going to kill you. But what you're doing here is not the will of the goddess, Firdaus. Something is going on. Someone's...
Yithian. I had a feeling it was you.
Mia? Goddess, what are you doing here, Hami? Where are your men?
Right outside. They can be here in seconds. You, engineer, what's your name?
I threatened him. He played no part in this.
Firdaus. I'm Firdaus. You lied. They'd be safe.
I've no idea what you're talking about.
Go, Firdaus. This is not about you. Just remember what I told you. You're not doing the work of the goddess here.
Were you doing the work of the goddess when you murdered Dardonial?
How did you know that I... He exploited a Dalmari child. He would have been put to death.
After a trial. You're not judge and executioner, Kian. Not anymore. And you didn't stop there, did you? You've been busy. I've recognized your bloody handwork. You've shamed me. You've shamed Mother Utana, the goddess, your nation.
You should be looking at what the emissary and...
Right now, I'm looking at you, and the young man of faith, honor, and integrity I once knew appears to be long gone. I should have realized the taking of Old Town was too easy. It was a distraction, designed to take my mind off the investigation. Commander Vamon and the emissary have been lying to me about your death. Why is that?
Because I'm a danger to them. And it's not the only thing they've lied to you about. This engine.
You betrayed us. You joined the enemy.
To stop Saya and Vamon, not to fight our people. Not to fight you.
Sister Saya is the emissary. Commander Vamon is your superior officer. They are your people.
They are traitors, Mir. They have betrayed our nation, our faith, and...
You should have come to me first, Apostle. You should have come to me. When I received word someone had been spotted entering this house, I had a feeling it was you. I entered alone for 2 reasons. One, as a courtesy to the mother. It would break her heart again to hear that you perished. My guard, Bingprot, let you go. You'll surrender to me now, without struggle, and you'll be brought to Sadir tonight, in secret. The courts will decide your fate. For the time being, while I sort out this mess, you'll be locked away under a false name. No one will know you're alive. When I'm ready to confront the commander and the emissary with their lies, I will reveal the truth about your survival, and you will cooperate every step of the way.
Ask Saya and Vamon about the camps, and what they're doing to...
You lied. You lied to us. You told us they would not be harmed. You told us they'd be safe. There were children!
Get off me, you idiot!
Go! Go, Kian! Make them pay for this!
Stop that! Get off me! I'll have you beheaded for this.
Shadow, damn you, man! Leave this place, now!
Yes?
Mother. It's the General. He asks to speak with you.
Send him in, child. Hami, is anything the matter?
It's Kian. He's alive.
Oh! Goddess. Goddess be praised. How do you know this?
He broke into the engine room down on City Green.
Light. What was he doing there?
Speaking with one of the engineers, Fadaus, a young man from the southern provinces. Kian said... Oh, well, it's of no consequence. He's a traitor. He's joined the resistance.
But...
It is as I suspected. We have been lied to by Vamon and the emissary.
For what reason?
That I don't know. Yet. And until we do, we cannot confront them, Mother.
I agree. We don't know how firm their grip is on the tower. If they know that we know... What about Kian? Was he, How did he look to you?
He looked strong. Different, but strong.
He must have his reasons for doing what he's doing, Hami. Kian would never betray Azadir, or his faith.
Perhaps, but that's what he's doing. Gave him the honorable choice to turn, but he fled. Like
attacked?
I don't blame the man. Kian poisoned his mind with baseless lies. My men detained him, and I placed him somewhere safe, somewhere he can't tell anyone what he saw and heard. Out of Vamon's reach. We need to keep this between us, or we run the risk of alerting the commander and emissary Saya. Much as I'd like to hunt down Kian myself and put him to the sword, we must be patient.
Let's trust the goddess, Hami, to illuminate our path and bring us to the truth.
I certainly hope she will.
Kian, thank the balance your back. Bip's been...
They've taken him.
Taken, yeah.
Light. Are you sure it's Bip? I knew this would happen. We have no time to spare. We must get to him before...
The cloud ship just unmoored and is already heading for Gien. It's too late.
Then we must follow.
And abandon your mission here for one child's life.
Is it because he's a magical that he's not worth the trouble?
You're such an angry, angry man. Do you really want Kian to leave Mercuria and risk his life to save one boy? I thought so.
See? This is what happens when we murder Azadi soldiers just for the hell of it.
That has nothing to do with it. They're taking all the magicals away.
I know why, and I know what the pipes are for.
What?
Really?
Are you serious?
I'll explain later. Right now, we need to rescue the boy.
Well, you're not going after him.
That's not your decision to make, Anna.
Can we really afford to lose more people? We've lost so many already. And Ane has her hands full with those who've been injured. Soon, there won't be enough of us left to fight.
I need to think about this. I can't just abandon the boy, but... We can't stay here. The Azadi are hunting me. The General knows I'm alive.
Honey, how did that happen? Did you approach him? Are you trying to curry favors with your former masters?
Curry favors? How would I even... I'm not trying to curry any favors with...
Stop it, both of you! You're really annoying and loud. Let's get out of here before Ulvik gets in trouble for harboring a fugitive. Shepard will want to have a say in the discussion.
This isn't over, Kian.